Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your mid-month reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of April, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and for this month, in celebration with the new astrological year and the spring season, it is called What is New Behind the Corner, and it's a reading that focuses in the theme of new beginnings, new opportunities, and changes coming up for us all during this time. So if you would like to know more details about such a special offer or any other of my services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Sagittarius, there's a strong sense that throughout this period of time you might be able to pursue something you have a strong passion about. So there's a sense of passion and direction and purpose all together in the mix here, for something that you truly desire to conquer and win. So there's this strong attraction to experiences during this time where your sense of power is acknowledged. Some of you Sagittarius are looking for that validation when it comes to your power, when it comes to your convictions, when it comes to your ideas and ideals. So some of you are very ferocious here when it comes to the things you hold as being right and the things that you hold as being wrong. You might be in a time where you're advocating a lot for the things you believe. With the Justice Arcana here as your main opportunity, there's something positive about that sense of wanting to put it out there, you know, what you see as being true, what you see as being the truth, what you're seeing as being right. Now, for some of you, this is coming with a cost. I feel like the more you're exposing or expressing here the truth, the more abrasive you can also be in terms of your speech. And, you know, communication might be very, you know, difficult for some of you during this time when you're intimidating those that believe otherwise, when you're, you know, in a way clashing with other belief systems and other opinions. And I feel like you rather stand alone. So there's something here about Sagittarius rather standing alone than pursuing here what's perhaps the main idea here of what is, you know, the right thing to do. You're not afraid of generating here some controversy, and controversy might be a part of your mid-month. For some of you, this has to deal again with a decision that you will be making that will be putting here a lot of things on the heat. So your mid-month seems heated. So your interactions, opportunities coming up, everything about your mid-month brings with it heat. Now, heat can be very good. It can bring warmth. It can bring passion. It can bring joy. It can bring laughter. There's a good side to the heat, the fire, which is the advice as well here, is to harness this very primal fire and put it to good use, because Justice is that arcana that also is representative of doing the right thing and putting, you know, ourselves in whichever circumstance we are in, no matter how, you know, we are pressured or intimidated or told what otherwise, we still stand by our truth. So it's very important that you're connecting with this fire in the right way. So you harness from it, again, optimism and confidence in the things you have to do, and you're not easily swayed into problems and into conflicts, arguments, you know. There's something here about you fighting the slavery mentality. So some of you are very interested in being very active out there, socially speaking. You could be very active, or you could be just amongst your peers, so amongst your community or your family. It could just be, you know, declaring things, deciding things that are very, you know, different from expected or just different from others. Again, the fact that some of you might be standing alone during this time might be something that you shouldn't allow it to consume you too much, because it feels like it's a phase. So you're not going to be like that, like in this lack of support or lack of understanding, lack of compromise forever. There seems to just be a phase that is testing some of your wills. So your will is super important, and there needs to be also this type of contemplation here with the Justice Arcana as your opportunity, contemplation between what you intend to do with your will, because some of you have been a little bit off lately, so you have not really seen here the direction you want to take something. So you have not been, the Sagittarius unknown fire arrow has just been confused and didn't know where to point, right? So you're looking for that guidance. You're looking to track here a direction that feels right, and you might just find it during this mid-month period. For others of you, there's also a strong sense of just not allowing, again, ego to get in the way with the sun. Ego and pride. The sun being in your challenge, your pride sometimes can be getting in the way as well. So it could be like, even when you're not right, you still want to be right. And so this can cause a whole lot of mess. That's why the Justice is here, is to measure things, not to say that you are right, or there's things that you are right about in your own views and perceptions, and according to your own reality. There needs to be always space and understanding for different realities, different experiences, different perceptions, different everything from us. So your individuality versus the individuality of others could be clashing here, because you just might not be tolerant or have not the best tolerance levels for something during this time, particularly an issue that might have been like this constant repetition in your life. So you might be fighting off here something that has been like this common pattern in your relationships or in your associations and events you have been a part of. It's like there's something here that it's old news when it comes to a problem arising as well concerning ego and pride. Some of you, you don't care that much how you're coming across, but Justice here is to remind you of the importance, of measure and fairness. So Justice is about being right, is about doing the right thing as well. And sometimes doing the right thing and being right can be a little bit of balance. Like, not always those two concepts are wed, they're not always together, unfortunately. And you might be driving crazy with this thing of knowing you are right, but still what's right to do might be different, or being contested. Just the very fact that your arguments could be, your ideas, your opinions could be contested during this time, that is upsetting you. It's really easy to see rage, to see fiery emotions coming out of some of you Sagittarius during this time, because you just don't want to have it. What you're seeing is being an energy that is deceptive, that is hypocritical, that is fake. You just you're some of you are in this moment where you just want to rip off the masks, even if those that are wearing it, they're not necessarily doing anything to you or affecting you directly, but it's affecting you. The fact that you're seeing so much so much inauthentic behaviors, let's put it that way. For some of you, I also feel like there's a strong battle of wills occurring here. Some of you, this could be in court. So there could be a battle going on in court that gets, very, very heated during this time. It could be that some of you want to either divorce or leave a contract of sorts. It doesn't have to be a marital one. And the road to it is like hell. Some of you have been in relationship energies or, again, contract situations to sever those ties that you desire, to have some freedom and to pursue a new beginning. You know, there's something here about a journey here of hell when it comes to contracts of all sorts. So this is a time where you could be either winning at it or just gathering, you know, an important part to this whole process that was before, you know, out of the picture. Something might just come into the picture that helps you, supports you in this cause of yours. Some of you are very moved by a cause, by something that makes you feel like you're heading into, again, a positive direction. And so when in relationships or any other type of associations, including situations, including your work, obviously when you're not finding a cause, you know, a purpose to what is occurring, you know, it's going to be very hard for you to stand with it too long. I feel like some of you just don't have the patience for it anymore. There's something here about the desire to live life fully and intensely that is like bringing out of you and out of the spaces in you that have been, you know, submissive to certain things that you no longer will be. So some of you are really in a moment where you want to be the dominant figure within your own life. You want to be the dominant figure in the decisions you make. So for those that have not been feeling like in control, this is a good time to regain that control. For others of you, though, you need to be careful that you're not, again, exercising your will into others in ways where you might be stepping into others, you know, rights as well, where you might be in a little bit in this type of tyrannical mode, or just radical energy coming from some of you Sagittarius during this time, in which you might be imposing as well too much your views on others. So I hope you have a great mid-month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.